disposals when they have a toilet. Also, the toilet's broken.
Looking good, ladies.
Just ignore them. Don't you hate every time you walk by? Ooh, Sarah?
I dropped my lipstick.
It's a beautiful backyard you got there, lady.
Guys, stop.
Sarah, ew.
Alright, so there's some, I guess some street harassment stuff going on. It's crazy it took this long for it to actually be, like, mainstream to the point where whoever this white feminist chick is behind, like, the scenes, having, like, council meetings, whatever. I don't know if she's trying to get it criminalized or what. But, you know, it's a topic now, so, you know, harassing women in the street. Before I get into that, I'm going to read you this list of top 6 things that you can do to stop street harassment. I don't know. You ain't got to tell me twice. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't participate in doing any of that stuff. But it reminds me back when I was in college, and I remember this one sister. I'll be coming from class like noon before football practice, and I'll be walking back to my door, which is all-boy football dorm, and she was a sophomore in her apartments, whatever, so I didn't have a chance anyways, but we would walk by each other every day at the same time. And like the first week, you could tell like she would do the thing where she would put her head down, look away, show the body language like she didn't, like she thought I was going to come holler at her, but I didn't. And I noticed that, you know, after a while, it seemed like she was getting aggravated with me because I didn't say nothing to her. Like, she was positioning herself as if she thought that I was going to come say something to her, but I wasn't. And she would, you know, look away, put her head down. I say by at least second, third week, second, third week, she just be screw-facing the hell out of me. And I'm like, you're not going to say nothing to me? So, I don't know. It's confusing as hell. But anyways, let's get into this video. Alright, number 1, know what it is. Educate yourself. Street harassment is an unwanted, unwelcome public attention most often directed at women. So women don't do this, right? And only men do it. Okay. Which is demeaning and damaging. It's not a private matter, but one that concerns all of us. Alright, number 2, be a male ally. Every time I hear that phrase, it means sacrifice yourself on the behalf of a random female. Carry on. Don't walk by. You can help by playing an important role in addressing, stopping street harassment. So, when you see this going on, you get in the business or make it your business to tell some random guy to stop whistling or howling or whatever they do to these girls on her behalf. I'm going to let Kermit handle that for you and just say it's none of my business. Moving on. Number 3, lead by example. Oh, it starts with you. Question your own language, attitudes, and behaviors and how they disrespect and harm women. You know, there's been a lot of speculation about, you know, women trying. It was a black feminist came out with an article saying why, you know, she's not going to stand with Eric. I forgot the brother who died in New York City, choked out by the police. And she did the feminist. I'm gonna talk about that later. But one of the reasons why I think it, and I guess her theory was on some childish, men don't hop on our bandwagon and fight for our causes, so we're not gonna hop on theirs for theirs, which is disrespectful and childish. But I think one of the reasons why men can't hop on female bandwagons is because of what number 3 says. It says, you know, question your own attitudes and behaviors and language, which means you can't be a man and hop on a female bandwagon. If you look at the men's right, just had their big conference in Detroit or whatever, and there was women there. The Girls' Right was there, and a couple of other female chicks, I don't know who they are, but they can be women and be a part of a male group without having to dumb themselves down, without having to change themselves. Whereas to be a guy, to hop on a female cause, you can't be a guy. You got to check your balls at the door. It's like you're getting in the elevator and it says female dominated space, you know, floor 2. And then you get to the stop, door 2, and the elevator bangs and says, please check your balls at the door. Because that's basically what it has to be, though. Like, you can't be all of who you are and what encompasses you as being a man in a female-dominated space trying to be on their team. You have to check all of that at the door and follow their rules lockstep. You can't offer any perspective from a male point of view or anything like that. You have to go with the narrative. That's one of the reasons why I think men can't, like, be a man and hop on your bandwagon or fight for any of your causes. Just offer that alone. But I'll talk about that later. Number 3, be a role model. It stays with him. Talk to your family, friends, coworkers, and young people around about how to treat women with dignity and respect. Number 5, challenge language and behaviors. Demeaning and offensive jokes, comments, and behaviors can be challenging. Don't participate or laugh, though. Help hold men accountable. Again, that's none of my business. I'm supposed to, if you just stated they were jokes, right? Offensive jokes, but those are the best ones. You just stated they were jokes, so you know they're not meant with intention. They're for fun, for play. They're not meant to be taken seriously. And yet you want to make some idiot get in a space where they're doing this, and no, guys, don't do that. Right. Again, I noticed that this being a male ally thing is a lot of sacrificing for you, for women you don't even know. Number 6 is act accordingly. Assess the risks and challenges and the behaviors in a way that will help you diffuse the situation safely. Also, she's telling you that, you know, there's a possibility you might get whipped out if you do this in the wrong environment. If you need to ask for help, check with the victims and effort support. Tell her you don't support what happened to her. Ask her if she's okay. And tell her men don't have the right to treat women this way. Wow. Alright, but anyways, those are the 6 things you fellas can do if you want to help stop street harassment. I don't know. I guess this video is going to just hit the flip side to this conversation, whatever, right? Something I peeped on Facebook and posted, a female wrote, and I'm saying this is the flip side to the not interacting with women on the streets. I'm not going to say like I haven't seen some dudes do the whistling and the howling and all that, whatnot. And I've seen people do it. Yet I've seen it work. And that's the flip side to the conversation. No, not all women want to be addressed that way, but yes, it does work on some women. Now, pity the fool, the guy who wants to be the ally, who gets in this situation, and he's trying to, you know, defend the honor of this random female. What if she was liking it? What if she was comfortable with the situation? What if she was, you know, cool with that cat and mouse scenario? You look like an idiot. Number 2, this conversation is about street harassments, and you know, it left out one of the big component in street harassments, which are butch lesbians. There's no greater street harasser than a damn lesbo. Like, they will, you could be 6'4", 250, standing with your girl, and some butch dyke chick will still come up and try to talk to her. There's no greater damn street harasser than a lesbian. That's the flip side to the conversation. How you gonna leave them out the conversation? You know, and they are persistent as hell, man. They don't stop. Now I'm gonna post a clip of this post the female wrote on my Facebook page, right? So I read the book. I mean, I read the post and all this a couple years ago, where black women were saying that they don't, you know, we don't smile at men because men, when you smile, it means you think you trying to talk to them about other stuff, and it's like, all right, I get that. So it's pathetic, but it's to the point where when we see each other in the streets, we can't smile or we can't even talk to each other, right? Which is odd to me when it comes to the whole, you know, ally thing. Which I know that's the white feminist thing, but you know, on one hand, you want men to protect you and stick up for you and hold you, but we can't even speak or say hi to each other. And I'm saying that okay, that's a flip side, right? I'm cool with not speaking to you. I mean, I've had enough examples where a sister would see me in the streets or whatever, and I get a screw face, or just, you know, our eyes not even meeting for 2 seconds. Like, I've had that experience. So it's like, it's not uncommon. I understand that, but it has a flip side though, when we can't even communicate with one another. We can't even talk to each other because you feel like I'm going to try to holler at you, or if you smile, he's going to take it the wrong way. I get it. Fine. That's cool. I say, don't do that, man. I don't do that. But the flip side to that is it translates into, you know, when you need him to interact or interject or be the ally, it's going to be hard for him to do that when he can't even speak to you, right? Here's the point though I wanted to make, right? So a female on Facebook, she put a post, and I'm gonna put the clip in. All right, so you can see it on here. This is the flip side to when you stop interacting with females, you stop paying attention to them, and you ignore them, and you act like they don't exist, right? So this is a female on my Facebook page. I know she is. Her face is covered up. But she wrote, you can see it, she says, saw two black guys in a pizzeria in our city. And she said, neither one of them looked at me. And she put ass. And I'm extra fly today. I'm not mad. They're probably into men. So, if brothers were to stop looking and speaking or addressing women who definitely purposely are presenting themselves in a way to get the attention from men, then it's a different problem. Now you're gay because you're not paying attention to her. And I looked at the comments after she wrote this, and every other chick commented, oh, they're probably gay, it's okay. So I did a video a long time ago, women can't deal with rejection, so they redefined the rejection to make it about you. Well, to cope with her rejection, because she can't accept the fact they probably didn't think she was fly. Maybe they had girls. Maybe they had white girls. Who knows? I'm just joking. But there's a possibility that they just wasn't into you. But because they did not want to holler at you or look at you, they have to be gay now. So again, either way you lose. And I said that's the flip side to the conversation, because some women look for that attention from men. Some women want men to, you know, tell them they're beautiful or whatever when they see them out in the street, especially if they got the weave done. They fake eyelashes and, you know, the fake eyelashes now that's looking like Snuffleupagus and all that extra nonsense, the makeup and everything. Apparently, they're not doing it for the women. I hope not. So they're doing it for the attention of men. But the moment you stop paying attention to them and you ignore them, then it's, you know, you don't value us, or you don't pay us attention, or you're gay. You know what I mean? Like, there's a flip side to everything, though. Got to have balance. So I think that's what's missing from the conversation, though. Some women want this behavior, or they respond to it. Don't act like they don't. Some do. Not all do, but let's not act like some don't. And the moment you stop doing it, the moment you don't pay attention to them, they're going to feel some type of way. Whatever. I don't know. You can't win, right? You respect her, give her space. Don't look at her because you're the male feminist, and you're going to pay, you know, be respectful and all that, and not make any comments, not look at her inappropriately, and then she's going to call you gay. Alright.
Is it really so bad that I want men to think I'm good looking?
Of course not.
I mean, sometimes you just want to be told that you're pretty.
Exactly.
Tell me I'm pretty,
You're
damn it.
pretty.